Hi, I'm Chris Dowd from CRM Central. In this video we'll cover some of the mapping options with the new Maximizer CRM 2015 Web Access. Maximizer 2015 Web Access has some built-in mapping tools that help you locate and plan a route to a company or a person. We've also used some publicly available tools to develop a way to map multiple address book entries. Because these tools are publicly available, they have some restrictions in terms of speed and number of records mapped. But as you'll see, they're a great way to look at your records geographically. So let's have a look. The mapping tools work with the Web Access address book window. So first we're going to have to log into Maximizer Web Access and select the address book. Firstly, we'll look at the tools that come standard with Maximizer. First of all, if we select a record, a company, an individual or a contact, and we click on the Details tab, we can see that this record has a valid address. So either clicking on the address here or this little mapping tool will open up a Google Maps web page. So it's asking us to confirm exactly which address we're looking at. So I'm going to select the one at the top here. So we have a Google map with the location of the record, plus we have some other Google options here. Another option we have is to plan a route to or from a particular address. So again, we're going to select the record in the address book window that we want to work with. Come up to our Actions menu and click on Draw a Map. So the options here are to map the selected address book. We can map a travel route from our current address to the selected address, or we can map a travel route from the selected address. So let's select the first option first of all. Click OK. And Maximizer is going to ask us which service we want to use. In this case, I'll use Google Maps. So again, we have the same Google options there in terms of satellites, etc. If we come back to the same process, click on Actions and Draw a Map. This time I want to create a travel route from my current address to the selected address. The first time we do this, Maximizer is going to want to know where we are. Once we do this once, it will store it locally on this computer, so you won't have to change it again. And I'll click OK to continue. Again, it wants to know which service we want to use. And you can see here that it's given me the Google travel route from the address that I put in to the address I want to go to. So those two tools are part of the standard Maximizer, but they only work with one record at a time. To help you view multiple records geographically, we've developed a tool that uses a publicly available Google Maps service. We start the tool by clicking on a custom tab that we add to your Maximizer Web Access. So I'm going to click on the Google Map tab, and by default it's going to show us the location of the currently selected record. From here, if we want to view the location of multiple records, we simply tick them in the left-hand column here. And as you can see, it's creating a map with the location of the records that we've selected. It is a good idea to only select records with physical addresses. PO boxes really aren't too valid, so you might want to go through and do some search and find valid records before you run this tool. Because this Google service is a public available service, it is restricted by the number of records you can map at a time, and also it only maps one record per second. So this is not a tool that you would use to map thousands and thousands of records, but it could be very handy to map customers in a specific geographical area, or perhaps have a look at your prospects to analyse where they come from. Once the addresses have been marked, hovering over the marker will display the name of the address book entry. So remember that the first two options that I showed you, where we were mapping the current address book entry, are part of the standard Maximizer 2015 product. If you want the mapping for multiple records, it's available as an option. And if you're hosting with us, the cost is $48 per user per year. If you are hosting Maximizer Web Access yourself, there's a once-off implementation cost of $490. So thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. To organise the implementation of the Google Map Following tab, please contact us at sales@crmcentral.biz.